Sorry, girls, pack up your vaginas and hit the bricks. Sorry, ladies. I'm a kept man. I got a beautiful wife. I married a Jew broad 6 years ago, and we've made some Jews. I'm doing the work of Christ over here. Somebody's got to make Jews, you know? Somebody's got to. It's a tough recession, folks. Who do you want doing your taxes? You want a Jew, right? Yes, you do.
See that? All right. So this whole world is under a false pretense that to be a Yahweh, you know, that's the real termination, right? To be a real JEU, we'll just put it that way. We'll just say, you know, to be an Israelite, that you gotta, you know, be an Israelite under the pretense that your mother is an Israelite. Like, she makes the life, she doesn't make the life. We're gonna go into it and prove it. All right, what you just saw was, or what you just listened to was, it was this dude. His name is Ralphie May, and he's a comedian. And you know, it just you know, his video had popped up after watching Elder Malcolm's video. He was going in, right. All right, this is gonna be real quick. You know, just because this world believes, you know, everything that's told to them, rather than actually going into the scriptures and reading it for yourself or even understanding. And you know, and the Israelites are telling you, you know, exactly what's going on. So the seed of your father determines the sex. You know, and even Esau scientist knows this, right? Anyway, this dude was Ralphie May, and you know, you never know. He's a big dude. He's a comedian, but that's him. You know, he could be an Israelite. So what he said was basically, it was sort of stupid. What he said, because, you know, he said I'm doing the work of Christ and making, you know, JEUUs, right? Making inch people, when, you know, the seed of the father determines who the child is. You know, and it doesn't matter what you look like. We got to keep harping on that. All right, because Jake is simple and stupid when it comes to that issue. Don't get me wrong. The majority of the Israelites are so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, but then you got speckled birds. Israelites are all over the place. Whether Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua scattered us. So let's go right into it. Again, I'm not gonna make this very long, not at all. I've been having so many issues with my recordings. It's just unbelievable. I don't know why. With these lessons, I just don't get it. My phones are tripping. Numbers 1 of verse 18. And they assemble all the. Let's go to verse 2. Salakia. Yeah. Take ye the sum of the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of what by the house of their fathers. You see, it's simple. All right, with the number of their names, every male according to their polls. Right? Why do you think, you know, in Exodus, you know, the Passover that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know, that the, you know, Pharaoh Salakia wanted to come and kill the firstborn males, the men. Why? Because that's how the lineage gets passed down, and it's all in the scriptures. Verse 18. And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day, on the second month, and they declare their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old upward by their polls. Right? Simple and plain. Again, this is going to be a quick lesson. Real quick. Don't have to be that long. Now, even, let's see, who determines the sex of the child? I pulled that up. And this is in, let's see, New Health Advisor, which, you know, I don't know who that is or whatever. But anyway, when a child is conceived, half of the DNA comes from the father and half from the mother. All carry the X chromosomes. But listen to this very closely. All eggs that a woman produces have this chromosome. Men, on the other hand, carry different ones, X and Y. So they determine the sex, okay? And also, it's the seed. You cannot have anything grow without the seed. Don't get me wrong. You can't have anything grow without fertile land either. You see? But the scriptures very plainly told you, by the house of their fathers. That determines who you are according to biblical nationality. Simple and plain. You know? And, like I said, Esau, in his own science, he even knows that the man determines the sex of the child. Period. Simple. Matthew 1 of verse 2. And what does this say? 1 of verse 1. This book of generations, generate nations, generations of Hamashiach Yahushai, the son of David and the son of Abraham. What does this say? It doesn't say any woman begat anybody. Okay? We use a simple analogy. I mean, look, if a cherry tree falls or if a cherry seed gets dropped on the ground, what's going to pop up? A cherry tree. An apple tree. It could be different varieties. You could have a Granny Smith. Hey, what are different varieties of apples? You could have the green tart apples, but they're still apples. It's still the same thing. All right, verse 2. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Judas and his brethren. It's simple. See that? And Judas begot Phares and Zara of Tamar, and Phares, Salakia, begot Ezram, and Ezram begot Aram. Okay? Do you see how this is going? Do you see the lineage? Do you see how that works? Galatians 3 verse 16. Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made. You see that? And his seed. Now his seed could also be what? A woman, right? Like I got a daughter and a son. Guess what? They both my seed. But to have the lineage to continue on, to my legacy, if you will, to continue on, it has to go through Sarad. It has to go through through a male, through his loins, through his seed. You understand that? And then the seed of another Israelite man, preferably. You know how this world is now. Preferably another Israelite man, which I give my daughter away to. Then his lineage continues on. That's how the nation continues, right? It's simple. Let's read it again. Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made. He saith not, Salakia, and to seeds of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Hamashiach Yahushai. Okay? It's simple. Simple and plain. What's going on here? I pulled up the old Ralphie made. This is sperma.
Strong's G 4690.
Sperma, or however the hell he says it. He's fired anyway. All right. Let's see the outline of biblical uses from which a plant germinates. Did you hear that? From which a plant germinates. We could go into germination. You should have learned all that, back in school anyway. How plants grow, they germinate. But it starts from what? A seed. All right. The seed, i.e., the grain or kernel, right? Which is sperma. This is the definition right here. All right. Which contains within itself the germ. It says germ of the future plants. I don't know why it says germ. Anyway, all right. See, of the grains or kernel sown. All right. And Jacob is called a planter, a planter. That's what men do. We plant our seeds in the woman, and what comes out? The nationality of the father. It's simple and plain. It doesn't matter what you look like. Okay? Let's see. AE is seed, a residue or a few survivors reserved as the germ of the next generation. Why does it keep saying germ? I don't understand that. Okay? Maybe we should look that word up, germ. Anyhow, just as seed is kept from the harvest for sowing, right? The semen, viral, all right? The production of semen, seed, children, offspring, a progeny, family, tribe. You see that? It's all there. Okay? Simple and plain. Let's read this. I'll close out. Again, I wasn't going to make it too long, and hopefully it's edifying, and hopefully it won't slow my damn voice down like it always does. Isaiah 59 verse 21. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, like it says in Joshua 1 and verse 8, right? The book of the law shall not depart, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed. See, that would be Sarad, right? saith the Lord Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. Period, point blank. That's it. That's it. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Again, double honors to the men at Great Millstone, of whom I learn from each and every day. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity, man. Hey, keep it going, keep it pushing, you know, and every chance you get, chant this place down. Kwam Yasharala and Wa Abababal. Boom! You are of your father's seed. Period, point blank.